Good day, and thank you for standing by. Welcome to the Weibo Reports fourth quarter and fiscal year 2024 financial results. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. After the speaker's presentation, there'll be a question-and-answer session. To ask a question during the session, you will need to press star 11 on your telephone. You will then hear an automated message advising your hand is raised. To withdraw your question, please press star 11 again. Please be advised that today's conference is now being recorded. I'd now like to hand the conference over to your first speaker today, Sandra Zhang, Investor Relations Representative of Weibo Corporation. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Operator, and welcome to Weibo's fourth quarter and fiscal year 2024 earnings conference call. Joining me today are Chief Executive Officer Gaofei Wang and our Chief Financial Officer Fei Cao. This conference call is also being broadcasted on the internet and is available through Weibo's IR website. Before the management remarks, I would like to read you the safe harbor statement in connection with today's conference call. During today's conference call, we may make forward-looking statements that are not historical facts, including statements of our beliefs and expectations. Forward-looking statements involve inherent risks and uncertainties. A number of important factors could cause actual results to differ materially from those contained in any forward-looking statements. Weibo assumes no obligation to update the forward-looking statement in this conference call and elsewhere. Further information regarding this and other risks is included in Weibo's annual report on Form 20-F and other filings with the SEC. All the information provided in this press release is occurring as the date hereof. Weibo assumes no obligation to update such information, except as required under applicable law. Additionally, I would like to remind you that our discussion today includes certain non-GAAP measures, which exclude stock-based compensation and certain other expenses. We use non-GAAP financial measures to gain a better understanding of Weibo's comparative operating performance and the future prospects. Our non-GAAP financials exclude certain expenses, gains or losses, and other items that are not expected to result in future cash payment or are non-recurring in nature or are not indicative of our core operating results and outlook. Please refer to our press release for more information about our non-GAAP measures. Following management prepared remarks, we'll open the line to a brief Q&A session. With this, I would like to turn the call over to our CEO, Gaofei Wang.
大家好，欢迎大家参加微博四季度财报电话会议。
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Weibo's fourth quarter and full year 2024 earnings conference call.
本次财报会，我向大家重点介绍微博产品运营及商业化方面的进展，同时对2024年的工作策略给予简要回顾，并向各位介绍一下我们25年公司的整体策略。
On today's call, I will share with you highlights on Weibo's product and monetization, review the progress made in 2024, and elaborate our strategy for 2025.
先介绍微博在四季度财务表现。四季度，微博总营收达到了4.568亿美金，年年下降1%，其中广告营收达到3.859亿美金，年年下降4%。增值业务收入达到7100万美金，年年增长18%。剔除汇率因素，四季度总营收年基本持平。四季度公司调整后营业利润达到1.362亿美金，调整后营业利润率达到30%。
Starting from our financial performance in the fourth quarter, our total revenue in the first quarter reached $456.8 million, a decrease of 1% year-over-year, or relatively flat year-over-year on a constant currency basis. Our total ad revenue reached $385.9 million, a decrease of 4% year-over-year. Our value-added service revenues reached $71 million, an increase of 18% year-over-year. Our non-GAAP operating income in the fourth quarter reached $136.2 million, representing a non-GAAP operating margin of 30%.
2024年，微博总营收达到17.5亿美金，年年基本持平，其中广告营收达到15亿美金，年下跌2%。广告营收的下降主要由于不同行业广告业务表现分化。增值业务收入达到2.56亿美金，年增长13%，主要得益于会员业务的升级跟重构。剔除汇率因素，总营收年增长1%，全年调整后营业利润达到5.841亿美金，调整后全年营业利润率为33%。
For full year 2024, our total revenue reached $1.75 billion, relatively flat year-over-year, or an increase of 1% year-over-year on a constant currency basis. Our total ad revenue reached $1.5 billion, a decrease of 2% year-over-year. The decrease was mainly resulting from the variance of ad performance across different industries. Our value-added service revenue reached $256 million, an increase of 13% year-over-year, benefiting from the upgrade and restructuring of our membership service. For full year 2024, our non-GAAP operating income reached $584.1 million, representing a non-GAAP operating margin of 33%.
用户方面，截至四季度末，我们的月活跃用户达到5.9亿，日活跃用户达到2.6亿。接下来，我向大家介绍一下四季度在产品运营和商业化方面的进展。
In December, Weibo's MAU reached 590 million and average DAUs reached 260 million. Next, let me share with you our progress made in product and monetization in the fourth quarter.
在社交活跃方面，社交产品的重点工作分2部分展开。一方面，关系流延续2024年的工作策略，加强优质内容消费，促进垂直内容生态建设。同时，社交互动形式提升关系流的社交粘性。四季度，关系流中互动用户占比和签约互动率同比得到提升。另一方面，为了进一步提升平台用户的社交粘性，我们在4季度开始推进微博各产品服务之间，包括超话、个人主页、粉丝群的打通规划，明确微博社交的重点是基于微博主和粉丝之间形成的关系网络和社交行为，保持各社交产品之间的目标一致。4季度，我们先后加强了超话内容同关系流、个人主页产品机制的打通，让超话的优质内容可以更加高效地触达关系流兴趣用户，促进关系流消费和互动的同时，也能吸引用户在使用超话产品中自然而然地沉淀长尾兴趣社交需求，促进平台社区心智的提升。相关整合工作，我们将陆续在25年上半年完成。
On social attributes, we have 2 undertakings on the product. On the one hand, we maintain our 2024 strategies for the relationship-based feed by enhancing high-quality content consumption, accelerating the construction of vertical content ecosystem, promoting social interaction features, and increasing the social stickiness in the relationship-based feed. In the fourth quarter, both the number of interactive users in the relationship feed and interaction rate per 1,000 views saw a solid year-over-year growth. On the other hand, to further enhance user social stickiness on Weibo, we initiated social product integration plan in Q4 to enhance synergies among super topics, individual page, and fans group. To align goals across all social product operations, we have clarified that Weibo's social features should focus on the relationship network and social interactions between content creators and fans. Specifically, in the fourth quarter, we focused on product integration of super topics with relationship-based feed and the My Profile, in enabling high-quality content from super topics to naturally and efficiently reach users of interest in the relationship feed. This approach not only boosted content consumption and user interaction in the relationship-based feed, but also encouraged the user to engage more organically with super topics, fulfilling their long-tail interest-based social needs and reinforcing user recognition of Weibo as a community. We expect to complete this integration plan in the first half of 2025.
在内容生态方面，四季度重点工作分2部分展开。一方面，我们总会把握热点机会，获取用户和流量，同时继续支持对行业垂直的建设投入，支撑商业生态的发展。24年全年行业垂直净成立规模、流量、互动人数较去年保持了提升。由于我们紧跟 AI 技术变革，在24年重点布局 AI 内容生态建设，打造 AI 行业热点新闻，形成 AI 相关话题在平台的热议，同时打造 AI 领域影响力博主矩阵，推动博主深度参与技术解读和行业洞察。我们还推出一系列 AI 生产和互动活动，吸引用户参与，让 AI 更贴近用户。未来在助力行业发展的同时，也能给平台更多的 AI 相关兴趣用户群带领，逐步形成 AI 内容生态和商业生态相辅相成的趋势。
On content ecosystem, in the fourth quarter, we focused on 2 areas. First, we seized opportunities in hot trends to acquire users and drive traffic, while continuing to invest in vertical content to reinforce the development of monetization ecosystems. Throughout 2024, we saw significant growth in the scale, traffic, and engagement of the vertical golden and orange verified accounts compared to prior year. For instance, we kept up with the latest hot trends in advancement of AI technology and prioritize the development of content ecosystem of AI-related verticals. On the one hand, we captured and operated hot trends of the AI industry on Weibo, generating discussion around AI-related hot topics on Weibo. On the other side, we built a metric of KOLs in the AI-related vertical, encouraging them to generate in-depth technology analysis and industry insights content. Besides, we also launched a series of activities to boost the AI-related content creation and interaction to attract users' participation and to make AI more accessible to them. Looking ahead, our ongoing investment in the AI vertical will not only support the growth of the AI industry, but will also generate more business opportunities in the interest-based user group agencies for the platform, creating a mutually reinforcing relationship between the AI content ecosystem and the monetization ecosystem.
另一方面，我们在4季度对平台的垂直运营体系做转型尝试。我们垂直内容生态发展核心是基于各垂直头部的用户博主的生态以及关系图分发体系而展开。但如今，在兴趣内容的推荐消费趋势下，我们的垂直运营管理可能会面临挑战，需要尝试博主账号加兴趣内容运营体系的建立。所以4季度我们推出了微博跨域计划，尝试以兴趣点为核心的生产指引，通过驱动垂直头部博主跨领域生产多元兴趣内容，以及调整平台内容激励政策，推动更多的博主参与生产，并结合热点推荐分发效率的优化，初步验证了兴趣垂直运营新模式的可行性，也为25年公司在兴趣推荐体系的建设投入提供了方向。
In the fourth quarter, we started transforming the platform's vertical operating system. Our vertical content ecosystem has been built around the content generation by top creators of all verticals and the distribution system of the relationship-based feed. However, with the shift toward interest-based content consumption, our existing vertical operating and management model has been facing challenges. To address this, we recognize the need to form an integrated model to combine KOL account operation with interest-based content operation. Therefore, we launched the Weibo cross-vertical initiative in the fourth quarter, aiming to guide content generation around users' interests. The initiative encouraged top vertical KOLs to generate content with diversified interests, adjust the platform's content incentive policies to foster wider participation, and enhance the distribution efficiency of hot topic and recommendation feed. These efforts have provided preliminary validation for a new operation model of interest-based vertical content and will guide our investment in the development of the interest-based recommendation mechanism in 2025.
下面我谈一下4季度商业化的进展。4季度我们继续聚焦客户新品营销市场，最大化推广微博作为新品营销组织内的客户心智。虽然4季度微博整体广告收入同比小幅下降，但是关键行业的新品场景上，我们抓住机会并加强投入，提升客户在新品周期的内容热度和浓度。新品营销收入同比增长了双位数。
Next, on the monetization front, in the fourth quarter, we continue to focus on strengthening clients' perception of Weibo as the primary platform for the new product launch marketing. Despite that Weibo's overall ad revenue in the fourth quarter decreased slightly year-over-year, ad revenue from the new product launch marketing grew by double-digit year-over-year as we see the opportunity of major industries in the new product launch marketing, increasing our investment to boost content discussion and distribution throughout the new product launch life cycle.
分行业来看，汽车和手机行业在4季度保持稳健增长，这主要得益于微博新品营销以及平台在新技术讨论方面的独特优势。例如汽车行业，随着20年国内新能源汽车市场渗透率的进一步增加，微博作为新能源车内容讨论的主阵地，各个厂商普遍增加了对微博的营销预算投入，使得汽车行业收入连续几年保持增长。
Let's take a closer look by industry. Revenues from both automobile and handset sectors delivered solid growth in Q4, largely driven by Weibo's unique strength in new product launch marketing and facilitating discussions on emerging technologies. For example, for the automobile industry, with the growing market penetration of new energy vehicles, namely NEV, in China throughout 2024, Weibo reinforced its position as the main platform for NEV-related discussion. As a result, car manufacturers have significantly increased their marketing budget on Weibo, contributing to another year of revenue growth in the automobile sector for Weibo, extending its multiple-year upward trend.
四季度个别行业，例如游戏、美妆和奢侈品行业有所下降。游戏行业主要因为去年四季度的腾讯、网易重点项目的投入，造成了高基数影响。美妆、奢侈品行业收入虽然有下滑，但随着美妆收入规模的下降，整体对微博的广告收入影响越来越小。
On the flip side, in the fourth quarter, ad revenue from online game, cosmetic and personal care, and luxury industries were in the descending trend in the fourth quarter. The online game ad revenue saw a year-over-year decline, mainly due to the high base effect from Tencent and NetEase's major project investment in the Q4 of 2023. For the cosmetic and personal care and luxury sectors, although the ad revenue from this sector declined in Q4, the impact of this sector on the overall ad revenue growth is very limited with the adjustment of its revenue scale.
从整体广告市场来看，四季度政府发布了一系列刺激消费的政策，比如以旧换新政策对数码和电商行业的付出作用较为明显，但是更多的经济刺激政策对客户端和消费市场端的回应还需要时间判断。我们期待政策的落地能够对宏观经济、消费和更多行业带来明显的积极作用。在这种大环境下，微博的商业竞争策略还得以充分把握平台热点和客户热点带来营销机会为重点，拓展更多的行业和客户，同时在客户的新品、重大节点的营销需求上，帮助客户的市场活动和新品营销做到比行业领先的内容传播和效果反馈。所以从24年来看，虽然个别行业表现不及预期，对总营收的增长产生影响，但得益于全年公司成本的有效管理，我们的运营利润还在基本保持稳定，这为25年公司在产品技术、AI 投入的可行性上提供了较好的财务灵活度，支撑公司的长期发展。
For the overall ad market, in Q4, the government introduced a series of stimulus policies to boost consumption. For instance, the trade-in policy had a notable positive impact on the digital product and e-commerce sectors. However, it takes time to see when the broader set of economic stimulus measures will translate into the recovery of advertiser and consumer markets. With this policy gradually taking effect, we hope to see the macroeconomy, consumer spending, and more industries demonstrate a more meaningful rebound. Against this backdrop, Weibo's monetization strategy will continue to focus on leveraging marketing opportunities from the platform-wide and client-driven hot trends, while penetrating into a wider range of industries and clients. And meanwhile, in serving clients' marketing campaigns for the new product launch or key marketing window, we will strive to deliver better performance in terms of the distribution effect and client feedback. Recapping on 2024, although revenue from a few industries fell short of expectations, which negatively impact on the overall revenue growth, our effective cost management enable us to sustain a stable operating income. The solid profitability gives us financial flexibility to support our investment in product, technology, and the AI area in 2025, which are cornerstones of the company's long-term development.
整体来说，24年在整体宏观经济和行业环境存在不确定性的背景下，微博以强化平台内容竞争力、增强平台经营效率为主要目标，通过做好成本管理、加强内容生态建设以及内容营销竞争力，实现了全年经营利润的稳定。25年，我们将继续用户价值为核心，保持微博在热点和文娱生态的领先优势，稳定社交产品的竞争力，背在基础之上，结合 AI 能力重点投入，加强推荐体系的建设。同时，继续提升微博在垂直和视频内容生态投入，为平台长期竞争力发展夯实基础，实现用户规模和活跃的增长。以下从用户增长、内容生态竞争力、平台经营效率3个维度，且简要阐述微博25年的核心策略规划。
Overall speaking, in 2024, against the backdrop of macroeconomic and industry uncertainties, we focus on beefing up Weibo's competitive edge of our content ecosystem and enhancing operating efficiency as our key goals. Underpinned by the effective cost management, reinforce the content ecosystem and content marketing strategies, we deliver stable profitability for 2024. Looking ahead to 2025, We will continue to focus on user value, solidify our leading position in hot trends and in entertainment content ecosystem, and reinforce the competitiveness of our social products. On top of this, we'll also beef up our AI investments to enhance our recommendation system and further invest in vertical and video content ecosystem. This initiative will solidify the platform's long-term competitiveness, as well as drive user community growth and engagement. Next, let me briefly share some color on our key strategies for 2025 on 3 key fronts: user growth, content ecosystem, and operating efficiency.
从用户增长及活跃方面，2025年用户产品记录聚焦在社交产品的整合服务和推荐体系的升级，旨在促进用户的规模和活跃的提升。首先，我们将把超话、个人主页、粉丝群这些社交产品进行服务整合，提升用户的互动体验，进一步提升博主跟粉丝的社交粘性。同时，基于博主的社交网络，通过会员产品和社交产品的结合，拓展博主在平台的变现空间，促进博主与粉丝在平台活跃度的提升。其次，我们将重点升级新一流产品，通过对首页产品的优化以及结合大模型能力，提升推荐新一流的竞争力，实现以内容推荐为核心的首页新一流消费模式，提升全平台的推荐流量占比，提升用户的消费体验，也更好地支撑垂直内容生态的持续发展。第三，我们将继续强化热点产品的竞争力，结合开源大模型能力对热点产品进行改造，提升热搜的公信力和影响力，并改造热点信息流产品，强化热搜加热点流的协同效应，以更高效的热点分发体系提升热点造会用户的留存率，助力微博热点生态的持续发展。
On the user front, in 2025, our key focus in the user product area is integrating Weibo's social product and revamping the recommendation system so as to drive user growth and engagement. To elaborate, first, we will consolidate key social products such as Super Topics, My Profile, and Fans Group to improve user interaction and strengthen the social stickiness between content creators and their fans. Additionally, leveraging the synergy between membership and social products, we aim to empower content creators to expand monetization opportunities based on their social networks, and thus foster greater engagement for both content creators and their followers on the platform. Second, we will upgrade our information feed product by optimizing the homepage interface. Coupled with the strength of the large language model-powered interest-based feed, we hope to nurture users' habit of consuming recommended content on the homepage, thereby raising the proportion of recommended content among traffic distribution. By doing so, we endeavor to offer fresh user experience while reinforcing the long-term development of the vertical content ecosystem. Third, we are dedicated to further solidifying our advantage in hot trends. Thanks to the introduction of the open source model, we will revamp our trends product with focus on enhancing the credibility and influence of the hot search chart. We will also refresh the trending content feed and thus further unlock the synergies between the hot search and such feed. Leveraging a more efficient hot trend distribution system, we could improve the retention for those users recalled through hot trends. This effort would greatly benefit the sustainable development of Weibo's hot trend ecosystem in the long run.
从强化内容生态方面，25年用户产品运营聚焦在巩固热点和微信生态领先地位，同时持续投入垂直的视频内容生态建设，提升平台庆祝用户和用户市场内容能力。第一，我们会继续加强微博的热点运营能力，在媒体加自媒体生态上提升投入，满足用户全面深度的热点消费和讨论需求。文艺方面，继续加强明星在微博活跃，强化新闻生态，提升用户互动，同时持续创新与剧中宣发平台、电影的互动模式，强化作品的口碑和破圈的平台优势，提升微内容消费和项目规模。例如25年春节档，基于我们在电影剧情口碑讨论上的运营投入，带动了春节电影档的讨论量同比提升了50%。其中哪吒2的重点运营热点和口碑讨论，通过独家策划、影史、top影片接力发贺图，联动3000家政务媒体推动，话题阅读量超过900亿，讨论量超过1亿，成功点燃了公众对国漫支持的热情，助力该片在春节档期之后热度率创新高，突破100亿票房。
On the content ecosystem, in 2025, As for the user product and operation, we will focus on reinforcing Weibo's leading position in the hot trend and entertainment sector, while continuing to invest in the vertical and video content ecosystem. These initiatives will further enhance Weibo's content capability to compete for users' engagement and time spent among the platforms. To elaborate, first, we'll beef up Weibo's hot trend operation through lifting investment in the content generation of both media outlets and self-media accounts, so as to cater to users' demand for comprehensive and in-depth hot trend consumption and discussion. As for the entertainment vertical, we'll further drive the engagement of celebrities on Weibo and reinforce the celebrity fan ecosystem to boost social interactions. Additionally, we'll continue to innovate on the collaboration models with drama and variety show promotion platforms, as well as film studios, leverage Weibo's strengths in amplifying word-of-mouth buzz and in expanding audience reach. These efforts will drive greater content consumption and discussion for the entertainment vertical. For example, during the 2025 Spring Festival, we are pleased to see a 50% year-over-year increase in the number of discussions related to holiday box office, thanks to our operation efforts in movie plot discussion and audience reviews. Notably, for the blockbuster movie哪吒the Second, we target at hot topics and audience reviews. Leveraging the exclusive initiatives such as the relay of the celebrity image featuring top films in Chinese cinematic history and coordinated efforts with around 3,000 media outlets. The topic related to哪吒the Second generated over 90 billion views and 100 million discussions on Weibo. We are excited to see this campaign ignite public enthusiasm for domestic animated films, contributing to哪吒the Second's success in surpassing 10 billion yuan in box office revenue.
第二，我们将继续加强行业垂直生态建设，提升行业垂直经微规模影响力，提升新成为账号的变现能力，进一步实现行业内容生态和商业生态的相辅相成，形成良性循环。我们今年也将重点布局 AI 行业内容建设，扩大 AI 话题作者的兴趣用户群，助力 AI 行业的发展。第三，为了更好与首页信息流提升推荐能力做结合，实现从内容生产到分发的流量闭环，我们将继续推进兴趣垂直运营体系的转型，从过去对账号活跃的管理，逐步转向对垂直内容的管理，支撑首页推荐信息流用户规模粘性的提升，促进垂直生态的长远发展。
Second, we will continue to strengthen the build-out of industry-specific vertical ecosystems, such as digital, automotive, and online games, etc. To elaborate, we strive to increase the number and influence of the golden verified accounts and enhance the monetization capabilities of golden and orange verified accounts. This approach will enable us to further integrate Weibo's industry-based content ecosystem and monetization ecosystem, creating a virtuous self-reinforcing cycle of user and monetization. This year, we will work to build out an AI-related content vertical and thus support the AI transformation with focus on strengthening discussion around AI trends and expanding content creators' interested user base in the AI field. Third, to better align homepage information feed and improve recommendation accuracy, we will further optimize our approach to interest-based vertical content operations, establishing a closed-loop system from content creation to distribution. Instead of primarily managing the engagement of content creators, our focus will shift toward managing their vertical content. This initiative will help drive user base and engagement of the recommendation-based feed on the homepage and facilitate the long-term development of vertical content ecosystems.
从提升平台经营效率方面，25年广告产品销售聚焦在微博内容营销心智在更多行业和客户的建立和巩固，以及提升广告产品的效果转化能力。第一，广告销售将深化内容营销的优势，根据行业特性优化行业化内容营销解决方案，与头部客户进一步实现内容和商业生态的共赢，同时重组内容营销服务形式，调整销售架构，全力推进内容营销在行业和客户拓展的覆盖目标。第二，广告产品在进一步提升原生广告的分发比率，提升原生广告的营销效果和体验，助力内容营销广告预算的获取。 同时，我们将继续加强 AI 技术在商业领域的应用，提升营销流程的执行效率。第三，结合对社交会员各项权益的重新整合梳理，以及对文娱、游戏 IP 资源的挖掘，提升微博会员价值的挖掘，促进会员用户活跃度的提升，实现增值收入的稳定增长。
Moving on to operating efficiency, in 2025, for our ad product and sales strategy, we seek to create and solidify clients' mindset of Weibo as the go-to platform for content marketing across a broader range of industries and clients, while also improving our ad conversion efficiency. First, in ad sales, we will further leverage Weibo's core strengths in content marketing and optimize industry-specific marketing solutions tailored to different sectors to achieve win-win results in the content and business ecosystem with top clients. Additionally, we will reorganize our content marketing service and revamp our sales structure to expand the reach of content marketing across industries and clients. Second, in terms of ad products, we'll increase the distribution ratio of native ads, namely content marketing, and enhance the overall marketing experience and ad performance, which will enable us to capture incremental ad wallet share from content marketing. At the same time, we will continue to leverage AI technology in the monetization field to optimize marketing execution efficiency. Third, we hope to deepen the engagement of VIP members and drive stable growth in the value-added service by creating greater value for our members with focus on integrating our various membership benefits and creation of entertainment and gaming IPs.
2025年，我们也看到大模型开源带来的商业产品机会。在过去2年，我们重点引入各种 AI 模型，建设基础平台能力，让我们的业务在使用 AI 模型上可以快速切换，不断尝试的创新机会。同时，24年我们在产品端也积极尝试，目前已经将业务与 AI 的结合聚焦在搜索、社交互动、内容推荐、广告等几个方向上。25年初，我们在大模型上看到一些令人振奋的进展，其中最新开源模型在微博搜索上的应用带来了搜索能力的大幅提升。目前，基于最新开源模型的新版支出会在这个季度向用户全量开放。目前从测试用群看，这可以显著提升微博搜索的体验，以及提升用户使用搜索的频次，让微博搜索的市场定位从热搜和实时搜索向综合搜索进化，有助于微博切入垂直搜索市场。当然，这也需要我们在产品体验上进一步完善。另外 ，AI 的社交、广告产品上的应用也在积极实验，这些有助于提升微博现有产品的核心竞争力，也有助于我们扩展用户的使用场景，增加用户规模，提升互动率。我们相信新技术带来的产品能力的变革，必定会进一步强化微博在社交媒体行业的独特优势，为长期发展注入新的活力。
Finally, this year, we are happy to see the product opportunities brought by the open source large language models. Over the past 2 years, we have focused on building our basic platform capabilities through integrating all kinds of AI models, which enable us to swiftly switch among AI models to innovate our product. In 2024, we proactively explored on the product front and gradually outlined our roadmap with focus on several key areas, namely AI-powered search, social interaction, content recommendation, and advertising, etc. In early 2025, we are excited to see breakthroughs in the areas of large language models, particularly the application of the latest open source model to Weibo search function, which has significantly boosted the search capabilities. The new version of Weibo intelligent search function, powered by the latest open source model, will be rolled out to all users this quarter. Based on the current user group tested, the updated version will improve user search experience on Weibo and drive usage frequency of Weibo search function. This will transform the positioning of Weibo search from hot trend and real-time search to general search, which will facilitate us to enter into the vertical search market. This potential transformation will also set a high standard for our product experience. Additionally, we are also actively exploring AI's application in social and advertising products, These applications will position us well to reinforce our competitive strength, expand our usage scenarios, grow our user community, and as well as facilitate user interaction. We firmly believe that AI technology will transform our product capabilities and further strengthen Weibo's unique value proposition in the social media sector, and thus build momentum into our long-term growth.
接下来让我转给曹飞介绍4季度和24年全年的财务结果。
With that, let me turn the call over to Fei Cao for a financial review.
Thank you, Gaofei, and hello everyone. Welcome to Weibo's fourth quarter and fiscal year 2024 earnings conference call. Let's start with user metrics. In December 2024, Weibo's MAUs and average DAUs reached 590 million and 260 million respectively. In 2024, we have proactively adjusted our user strategy to focus on the acquisition and engagement of high-quality users, leading to an uptake of our DAU versus MAU ratio throughout the year. On the content front, we further optimized our content ecosystem through reinforcement of our core strengths and solid execution of our vertical content strategy. Turning to financials, as a reminder, my prepared remarks will focus on non-GAAP results. All monetary amounts are in US dollar terms, and all comparisons are on a year-over-year basis, unless otherwise noted. Now, let me walk you through our financial highlights for the fourth quarter and fiscal year 2024. Weibo's fourth quarter 2024 net revenues were $456.8 million, a decrease of 1% or flattish on a constant currency basis. Operating income was $136.2 million, representing an operating margin of 30%. Net income attributable to Weibo reached $106.6 million, and the diluted EPS was 40 cents. For full year 2024, total revenues reached $1.75 billion, flattish, or an increase of 1% on a constant currency basis. Operating income was $584.1 million, representing an operating margin of 33%. Net income attributable to Weibo reached $478.6 million, and the diluted EPS was $1.82. Let me give you more color on fourth quarter and full year 2024 revenue performance. Weibo's advertising and marketing revenues for the fourth quarter 2024 were $385.9 million, a decrease of 4% or 3% on a constant currency basis. Mobile ad revenues were $363.5 million, contributing approximately 94% of total ad revenue. Value-added service (VAS) revenues were $71 million in the fourth quarter, an increase of 18%. Full year 2024 advertising and marketing revenues reached $1.5 billion, a decrease of 2%, or 1% on a constant currency basis, with mobile ad revenues contributing 94% of total ad revenue. Full year 2024 VAS revenues increased 13%, or 15% on a constant currency basis, to $256 million. First, recapping Q4 ad performance. Consistent with our expectations, the advertising business continued to stabilize, though performance varied across our key ad verticals by industry. Our largest three verticals were 3C products, e-commerce, and FMCG in terms of growth. 3C products, automobile, and internet services were the key drivers of advertising revenue growth. On the upside, we are encouraged to see early signs of a rebound in 3C product sales as trade-in subsidies took effect. The automotive sector continued to deliver solid growth, benefiting from the ongoing shift from traditional to electronic vehicles, as well as our robust content ecosystem supporting new car launches. On the flip side, our top-line recovery was dragged down by the underperformance of the online game sector, as we faced a tough year-over-year comparison due to the concentrated release of blockbuster party games in the fourth quarter last year. Additionally, although consumption data shows signs of bottoming out, partly supported by trade-in policies, Certain discretionary categories, such as cosmetics, luxury goods, and personal care products, remained under pressure. Moving on to full year 2024 ad performance. Despite macro and competitive headwinds, we maintained strong advertiser engagement and continued to attract meaningful ad spend from key sectors, while revitalizing the content ecosystem to enhance our monetization capabilities by industry. Our largest three verticals were FMCG, 3C products, and e-commerce in terms of growth. Internet services, 3C products, and automobile were largest contributors to growth. We are delighted to see sustained growth in ad spending from handset and automobile sectors this year, driven by favorable policy stimulus and strong engagement around new product launch. The internet service sector also achieved encouraging growth as customers from this sector embraced our platform to reach high-quality users amid an intensified competitive landscape. However, the FMCG category continued on a downward trend. Within the FMCG, the cosmetics and personal care sector remained under pressure, mainly due to weak sales from multinational brands and heightened competition among ad platforms. In contrast, the food and beverage industry experienced a solid growth, boosted by the Paris Olympics as well as our strong sales capabilities. The ad product promoted feed ad was the largest, followed by social display and topic and search. In 2024, we further strengthened our market differentiation around top trends, IPs, and celebrities, which resulted in decent growth in content marketing. Ad revenues from Alibaba for fourth quarter were 14.3 million, a decrease of 10% or 9% on a constant currency basis, reflecting a relatively muted e-commerce shopping festival amid tepid consumption environment. Full-year ad revenues from Alibaba were 116.8 million, an increase of 5% or 6% on a constant currency basis, consistent with Alibaba's moderate pickup in marketing budget. Value-added service net revenues were 71 million in the fourth quarter, up 18% year-over-year, driven primarily by growth in our membership and game-related services. For the full year 2024, net revenues increased by 13% or 15% on a constant currency basis to 256 million. This growth was largely fueled by strong performance of our SVIP membership service, which effectively meets our users' social needs, and by our successful efforts to attract high-quality users with greater purchasing power. Turning to costs and expenses, total costs and expenses for the fourth quarter was 320.7 million, an increase of 1%. Full-year costs and expenses totaled 1.17 billion, largely flattish, with increase in sales and marketing expenses offset by decrease in general and administrative expenses. Operating income in the fourth quarter was 136.2 million, representing an operating margin of 30%, compared to 31% in the same period last year. Operating income for full year 2024 was 584.1 million, representing an operating margin of 33% compared to 34% in 2023. Turning to income tax. Under GAAP, income tax expenses for the fourth quarter were 20 million, compared to 72.6 million last year. This reduction is primarily due to the one-off withholding tax accrued in the fourth quarter of last year, compared with the normalized recognition in 2024. Full-year income tax expenses were 110.6 million, compared to 145.3 million in 2023. The decrease mainly reflected a regularized accrual process in 2024, which is in line with our capital allocation plan, including dividend payments. Net income attributable to Weibo in the fourth quarter was 106.6 million, representing a net margin of 23%, compared to 16% last year, primarily due to the above-mentioned impact from income tax. Net income for full year 2024 was 478.6 million, representing a net margin of 27%, compared to 26% in 2023. Turning to our balance sheet and cash flow items as of December 31st, 2024, Weibo's cash equivalents, and short-term investments totaled 2.35 billion. In the fourth quarter, cash provided by operating activities was 244 million. Capital expenditures totaled 17.7 million, and depreciation and amortization expenses amounted to 14.4 million. On a full-year basis, cash provided by operating activities was 639.9 million compared to 672.8 million in 2023. Capital expenditures totaled 61.5 million, and depreciation and amortization expenses amounted to 58.1 million. In light of Weibo's robust balance sheet and healthy cash flow position, we are pleased to announce that our board of directors has adopted an annual cash dividend policy. Under this policy, the board has approved an annual cash dividend of 82 cents per ordinary share or ADS for the fiscal year 2022. The total dividend payout will be approximately $200 million, with payments expected to be made in May 2025. Over the past 2 years, we have successfully distributed 2 rounds of special cash dividends, each totaling approximately $200 million. Looking ahead, our top priority is to seize the transformative AI opportunities while maintaining robust financial health. Our disciplined capital allocation supports our strategic priorities and ensure long-term financial stability, enable us to deliver sustainable, predictable dividends to our shareholders. With that, let me now turn the call over to the operator for the Q&A session.
Thank you. As a reminder, to ask a question, you will need to press star 11 on your telephone keypad and wait for your name to be announced. To withdraw your question, please press star 11 again. We will now start with our first question. Please stand by. And the first question comes from the line of Xueqing Zhang from CICC. Please go ahead. Your line is now open.
谢谢管理层接受我的提问。我的问题是关于 AI 的那刚刚有听到 Prepared Remarks 提了很多 AI 的进展包括最近微博智搜也接入了 DeepSeek， 那使用方面的体验还不错想请公司整体分享一下我们未来在 AI 应用上有怎么样的一个战略思考谢谢Thanks management for taking my question about AI as your prepared remarks mentioned you have a lot of progress on AI and Weibo Zhisou has also integrated DeepSeek and the usage experience is quite good. So can management elaborate a little more on your future strategy of AI applications in the future? Thank you.
谢谢。首先我们会看过去2年，我们主要在做几方面的工作。一方面，重点我们还是引入各个的 AI 模型，然后来包括这个 API 的能力，来完善建设我们自己的一个基础平台。这样的话呢，方便我们自己的业务做 AI 测试的时候，可以快速的切换各个模型。然后另一方面来讲的话，过去2年我们在产品端也积极尝试，然后大家会看到，包括搜索、包括社交以及内容生态。包括这种评论对话以及商业广告这方面都做了一些业务上的尝试。
Okay, thanks for the question. So first of all, in the past 2 years, we've been doing some of the things to further consolidate our efforts in terms of AI. First of all, we have been doing the integration of multiple AI large models. For instance, we have been using the capability of API and also the others to emphasize the production, especially the basic products of ourselves, so that we are able to have a very good switch in between different models for the different needs to test our businesses. And also second point is that during the past 2 years, we've been making some of the products based on the capability of large language models. For instance, the intelligent search, the social products, and also the content as well as the commentating and also the commercial ads. For instance, we've been doing a lot around those areas. Okay.
然后呢，25年初以来呢，我们看到基础单模型方面，我看到了确实看到一些令人震撼的进展。那微博上讨论 AI 的群体也从24年主要还是在 技术群体里面讨论迅速扩展到这种大众的参与。那今年以来 ，DeepSeek 在微博的讨论量已经接近1000万，阅读量也接近了200亿。我想这有助于普通用户对于 AI 的一个快速的一个普及。那虽然这也带来了一些目前在内容管理方面确实有一些挑战，但是这也极大加速了产品和 AI 结合的速度。
And also, in 2025, we've been seeing a lot of progress that we made in terms of the development and also the research on basic models. For instance, in 2024, we've been having a lot of discussions on Weibo about AI related to technical issues, but now we've been seeing a lot of more publics are actually joining the discussion about AI. And also in terms of the DeepSeek, we've been seeing a total number volume of discussion around 10 million, and also the number of reading volumes exceeding 20 billion already. So this has really helped us to see a very good popularization of the topic of DeepSeek and also the other AI-related topics. Of course, this is pretty much challenging in terms of the management of content, but still this has quickened up the speed of the integration between product and AI capabilities.
OK， 那我们现在可以看到，在25年肯定我们会加大在 AI 方面的投入。那之前的一些测试的业务面向全量用户落地的话，现在我们可以比较确定的可能是搜索可能会在这个季度会开始全量。那其他的业务可能在未来陆续的几个季度，我们觉得一个是随着更新的模型的投入使用以及成本的下降，我觉得未来几个季度可能也会看到一些不错的进展。
And also in 2025, we're going to be focusing further and continuously on the investment on AI-related technologies and also topics. So for instance, in terms of the full volume realization, we've been seeing that this quarter, we're going to realize the full volume of the search capability among all the businesses that are under testing. And also, second of all, I would like to say that while we are having a further integration of those new models and also the further driving down of the overall cost, this is going to enhance the speed and also accelerate the integration with more capabilities and also AI models.
OK， 搜索方面，24年其实我们就大家关注的话，我们在24年年中的时候应该已经推出了自搜 1.0 版本，那是基于千问大概72B 的模型。但是我们也可以看到25年春节之后，大概我们用2周的时间，因为就把这个系统模型切换到了 DeepSeek， 那确实是这个产品效果获得了一个明显的提升，那而且能够清晰梳理各角度的资讯和细节，那极大的提升了我们这个搜索服务用户的能力。那季对季自搜的使用 MAU 大概增长了40%左右。目前那热搜的流量和25%的普通的搜索请求里面会展示这个 AI 结果。那我们预计就是说现在的算力目前还在快速扩展中，应该没有什么太大问题的话，我们会在这个季度去面向全量用户会提供服务。那这部分的测试用户群，目前已开的用户群里面，可能互动效率和点击效率都应该都有一个双位数的一个增长。那对于用户的需求的满足度也会有所提升。
And also in terms of the intelligent search, we've been seeing that in the last year, especially in the middle of 2024, we've been having the large language models of the Zhisou 100 based on the Qianwen model with a parameter of 72 billion. But in 2025, after the Chinese New Year, we've been switching to the DeepSeek large language models. And this has further enhanced the capabilities of this particular intelligent search, for instance, the product capability, and also with more fine details and all kinds of different angles in answering those questions. So that you can see that in terms of the total number of MAUs using the intelligent search, this has been increasing by 40% and given us a very good result. And you can see that among all the results that have been showing to the public, 25% of those results are based on these intelligent search results and integrating the capability with DeepSeek. And also with a further enhancement of the computational power I believe that starting from this year, this quarter, we're going to see the service opening up to the full users, not only those users on the testing scope. And also, this is definitely enhancing the efficiencies of all kinds by double digits. Okay.
我觉得更为重要的是，就是大模型对于微博以往内容、沉淀内容的总结和这种基于逻辑的归纳效果极好，带来了我们搜索能力的一个大幅的提升。那虽然现在我们会看这个线上这个 AI 自搜啊，在前端呈现上还是有非常大的优化空间的。但是我会看到，就是这个版本已经可以把过去10多年用户产生的微博内容和观点，通过大模型来统一的组织和归纳呈现。这还是让微博搜索从一个热点搜索加实时搜索，可以更好的去满足用户的长尾搜索的需求。那我相信，随着目前领先的模型在多模态上的这种完善，包括即将发布的这种新的千问的模型的出现，微博这样一个持续不断可以产生优质内容和多元化观点的平台，我们通过这些大模型的助力，会发挥出更大的价值。
Also, you can see that it's more important for us to see that because of this capability of large language models that we're using now, because of its capability to summarize and also help to conclude all the content that we've been creating and presenting on Weibo platform for the past decade, this is really enhancing the capability of search. So, for instance, of course, there are still rooms for improvements and optimization in terms of the capability of intelligent search based on AI. Still, we can see that those contents and also opinions that we have generated on the platform of Weibo during the past more than 10 years, which has been presenting and also organizing our platforms, we can help to summarize and also conclude all these contents. So that is going to add up more values to those long tail searches instead of just the searches based on hot trends and also the knowledge-based content. And also with further optimizations and also further integration of multiple and diverse models and emergence of new models, we are going to see better content creating and also better presenting of those contents and also summary of the past year's contents, which is going to add a lot of more values to the users.
OK， 那除了搜索之外呢，就是已经确定会把这个 AI 能力开放给全量。那其他的业务就包括商业化呀、互动啊、内容推荐，其实也在加快这部分的实验和逐步的扩量吧。当然，商业化方面来看的话呢，在24年其实让我们的 ECPM 大概有几个点的提升，我预计25年还能提升，就是销广告还能有类似幅度或者更高的一个提升。那但是因为销广告在我们整体的收入比例目前并不高，所以说对整体的收入我们看影响还没有那么的大。对，但是品牌广告如何和 AI 去做结合，包括在素材呈现上、个性化素材呈现上，我们也在进行测试。那总之来讲的话呢，我们会看到未来几个季度，我们希望陆续都可以向大家汇报一些在 AI 应用方面的成果。谢谢。
And also, lastly, I would say that apart from the capability of search, we have been also applying the AI capabilities on the other fronts, for instance, monetization, the interactions, and also better recommendations of more content. So in terms of monetization, we've been seeing several percentage points of increase in 2024. And I think that this momentum is going to be continuing in 2025, and especially around the area of performance-based ads. Of course, that the total ad revenue of those performance-based ads is not that contributive to the overall ad revenue. So this is not impacting the overall ad revenue as a whole in 2025 and also in the future. But still, we are still actively thinking about the values that we could add to the brand-based ads, especially based on the better and more individualized materials and all the other fronts, which are still under testing. So we're going to see that how much values we can have for the brand-based ads. So overall speaking, in a conclusion, that in the next several quarters, with the further optimizations and also the applications, we hope that we are able to announce to the public and also investors more progress that we have been making in this front. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now take our next question. Please stand by. And the next question comes from the line of Felix Liu from UBS. Please go ahead. Your line is now open.
谢谢管理层接受我的提问，也恭喜公司2024年稳健的利润，考虑到收入承压的这个背景下，那我的问题是关于公司2025年广告业务的展望。考虑到9月以来经济刺激政策不断落地，公司对2025年的宏观和消费趋势有怎样的观察，以及公司对2025年广告分行业的表现有怎样的预期。除了宏观以外呢，我另外一部分也是想了解一下公司对2025年广告行业务的市场竞争力提高有怎样的策略和布局。谢谢。Let me translate myself. Thank you, management, for taking my question, and congratulations on the resilient bottom line despite the slight revenue decline in 2024. My question is on the 2025 outlook for advertisement. Considering the economic policy stimulus since September last year, how does management see the macro and consumption trend in 2025? What's management's expectation on your ad performance by industry vertical in 2025? And last but not least, what are your strategies to improve the competitiveness of your advertisement business in 2025? Thank you.
谢谢。那我们看，尽管4季度以来呢，国家推出了多项这个也逆周期的政策，包括国补啊这些，但是呢，目前看还没有，就除了汽车、手机和这个电商之外，还没有全面传导至更多的这个行业。那毫无疑问，就国补政策对于3C 数码和电商这两个行业在4季度的增长，起到了立竿见影的效果。那但是我们也会看到，像美妆、奢侈品这些没有国补跟大部分的这种非必需品的这种消费，在去年的下半年还是继续承压的。那另外来讲的话呢，对整体宏观经济，我们会看到部分行业客户的展望来讲的话，确实我们会看到需要时间来判断。那客户市场我们也会看到25年的预算投入，那大部分行业就除了明确的有国补的行业之外，那还存在着谨慎和观望的一个态度。
Thanks for this question. So after Q4, we've been seeing a lot of implementations of the policies by the national government, and especially around the area of national subsidies, for instance. So this is impacting immediately on the verticals like automotives and assets and also e-commerce. But still, for those other industries that are not enjoying this particular national subsidy policies, we're not seeing a very good progress made. So in terms of the national subsidy policy, this has been impacting immediately positively on the 3C products and e-commerce industries. So we've been seeing a very good growth of the revenue from these areas in Q4. However, in the other areas that are not enjoying this kind of policy, for instance, the beauty and personal care products and luxuries, and also the other discretionary industries, we've been seeing a lot of pressures and also stress of growth. So of course that in the near future, still we have to remain precautious on these areas, especially without those favorable national policies, especially around the budget allocated by the customers in 2025. Okay.
如果分行业来看的话呢，毫无疑问，电商行业我们会看到今年是有比较确定性的一个，特别是对于一些领先的平台，像品牌性比较强的平台，像阿里啊、京东啊，应该是有一些比较确定性的一个增长的。那相对来讲的话，他们在微博的这种营销和广告投入，我们也比较有信心。那手机跟汽车来看的话呢，这两个行业从微博的内容生态、热点生态的结合，过去几年一直做的是不错的。那汽车行业竞争可能依旧比较激烈，包括厂商的价格补贴也可能会继续持续。但是基于微博内容营销的差异化的竞争力，我们认为目前看，我们整个这些行业的抗风险能力也比较高。虽然燃油车依旧处于这个下滑的趋势，但是整体来讲，新能源的这个增长应该能够抵消这个燃油车预算下滑的缺口。
Okay, and also second of all, from the other verticals, for instance, in e-commerce, especially among those top platforms like Alibaba and JD.com, definitely speaking, there could be a very affirmative and also confirmative growth in this year in 2025. And in the other two verticals, headsets and also automotives, we've been seeing a very good integration into the content ecosystem of Weibo. And of course, it's very highly competitive for the automotive industry. And also, still, we're going to see a lot of subsidies implemented by the OEMs. Still, this is going to be very much a beneficial industry. And of course, because of the capability of a differentiated competitive strength of Weibo, and also very good anti-stress capability of Weibo as a platform, we're going to see a very good growth in this area. And of course, that we've been seeing a trend of decrease for the ICE vehicle, but still, this is going to be offset by the growth of the new energy vehicle sector. Okay.
那另外来讲的话呢，就得益于我们去年在效果广告上，刚才我提到 AI 的投入，因为在 ECPM 和CTR 都有明显的提升，我们的这种互联网的应用，互联网 APP 类下载类的客户呢，在24年也是保持了一个不错的一个增长，预期25年应该也是可以保持这个趋势。那但是来讲，我觉得25年最不确定的一个行业可能就是游戏，因为23年来讲的话呢，游戏不管是在年中，其实每一两个季度都有比较大的游戏，就是头部游戏的这种出现。那但是24年全年其实手机游戏这边其实并没有特别能够支撑市场一个预算或者一个增量的一个空间，所以增长虽然说有一些中型的游戏进行了一些投放。那目前呢，我们从客户的 pipeline 上来看的话呢，25年其实对于游戏的这种大型游戏的这种投放其实也是不太乐观的，所以说我觉得25年其实游戏的行业可能会不太确定。
And also, just now we've been sharing some of the colors on our investments on the AI capabilities for the performance-based ads, and this has been giving us very good results by improving the eCPM and also the other parameters. So we've been seeing a very good growth of the other customers, for instance, that are focusing on the app downloading, for instance. So this was good. And in 2025, the only industry I believe that is uncertain, for instance, is the gaming industry. So you know that since 2023, every year at the end of each year, we're going to see a very good publishing and also announcements of new large games every 1 or 2 quarters. But this trend has stopped in 2024. Throughout the whole year of 2024, we did not see a lot of announcements and also launch of the large mobile games and big mobile games. Although we've been seeing some of the announcements and launches of the medium-scale games, but still there are a lack of big blockbuster games launched throughout the whole year of 2024. So commenting on the pipelines of our customers, in 2025, we are not that optimistic in seeing a lot of large and blockbuster games launched throughout the year. So the gaming industry is the most uncertain industry in this front in 2025. Okay.
所以说跟我刚才说的延续啊，我们对25年整体预估呢还是比较谨慎的，因为不同行业其实差异还是从目前摸底的情况看，差异还是比较大的。我们会持续观察25年上半年政策窗口的情况。我们期待随着这种更多的政策出台以及这些政策的逐步落地，可以对宏观经济、消费和相关行业带来明显的积极促进作用。那在需求端不确定性的基础情况下呢，我们重心还是放在供给端的策略调整和我们广告产品策略的优化上。比如加强 AI 在这些商业化的领域的应用，提升我们这个商业化的这种效率。那具体到我们客户服务上呢，会致力抓住客户的新品。那重大节点、重大热点的营销需求，不断去深化微博在内容营销和新品营销上的核心优势，提升我们的市场竞争力。
And also in 2025, throughout the whole year, we have to be really cautious on this front. And of course, that because different industries, as I have already stated, had all kinds of different performance and also different level of the pressure or optimistic growth. So what we have to do is that in 2025, we have to pay close attention to the implementation of the government's policies throughout the first half of 2025, and further to see that whether that is going to be further impacting the macroeconomy and also the overall consumption of China. Of course, that was ideal in the area of demand side. So we have to be really, doing something to actively change our supply side strategies, and also the overall strategy of our company. For instance, as I have already stated, we have emphasized more on the investments on AI capabilities, and the integration of AI capabilities can further help us to improve the efficiency of monetization. And also, we have to seize the trend of our customers when they're launching new products, and also emphasizing more budgets on the marketing when they're doing so. So that we are able to do more and better in the ad business, and also further enhance the competitive edges of Weibo in this area. Okay.
整体策略来看的话呢，其实我们的内容运营策略和我们的商业运营策略其实是一致的。比如说，我们从疫情之后，其实跟大家讲的一直都是我们重点要做的，其实就是做垂直化。因为我们在疫情期间，我们的新闻流量占比其实是过高的，我们用大概几年的时间，需要把我们原来的这种垂直化内容、行业化内容的占比尽量提上去。那现在在整体的平台里面，其实垂直内容的流量已经恢复到将近50%，但是还是有比较高的一个提升空间的。那我们相信，就是对于整个大盘里面垂直化流量，它其实是比新闻性的流量，它的商业化的价值和它的变现价值以及它的用户的粘性都要高很多的。就像我刚才提到的，它900亿的哪吒电影的流量和200亿的 DeepSeek 的流量是要远比一些社会新闻流量它的变现价值和用户的心理价值都会更高。那这个其实从不管它外部行业怎么变化，我们还是要打好这个基础。这也对于各个行业的未来的变现，其实会打好我们不管是在内容生态还是商业生态方面的基础吧。这也是整体来讲我们25年的重心的策略。谢谢。
And also, last but not least, I have to say that the strategies of our content operation is exactly the same as the strategies of the operation of our monetization. So, as I have already stated, after COVID-19, what we have to do is that emphasize more on the traffic graph of the vertical-related traffics, because you know that during the COVID period, most of our traffics are related to news. So that has taken a larger proportion of the overall traffic allocated there during COVID. So after the COVID, we have to eradicate the traffic and also emphasize on different strategies. So after COVID, and as of now, we've been recovering to almost 50% of the original level before COVID in terms of the traffic of the other vertical related contents, but still there are rooms for further improvements. So because that you can see that for those vertical related contents, in terms of the capabilities of monetization and also the capabilities of the user stickiness, it is way much better than the other traffics. For instance, the 90 billion traffic for Naja the second and 20 billion traffic for the DeepSeek related topics. These traffics have better capabilities of monetization. So while we are grasping these opportunities, this is going to help us to further consolidate our strength and also set up a better foundation for the capabilities of monetization in the future. This is what we have to do in 2025 in specifics. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now go to our next question. Please stand by. And the next question comes from the line of Daisy Chen from Haitong International. Please go ahead. Your line is now open.
管理层晚上好，感谢接受我的提问。我看我们这个季度还是宣布了2亿美元的股息。我想说，在去年广告行业比较困难的情况下，我们还保持了这个股息的发放频率以及相当的规模，真的是一个非常值得敬佩的一个行为。那我问题是，可不可以请管理层跟我们分享更多关于股东回报的信息，比如说未来的这个计划和方式，比如除了股息之外，会不会有股票回购等等？谢谢。Thank you, management, for taking my question. Weibo has announced $200 million dividend. It's very delightful that the company still maintained the same size and frequency, even under such difficult environment for the online ads business next year. We really respect that. Can management share more color on shareholder return policy, such as the future plan and the method? Maybe do you want to consider share back? Thank you.
Thank you, Daisy. This is Fei. I will take your question. Weibo is focused on a balanced capital allocation strategy that supports long-term growth while delivering value to our shareholders. As you mentioned, over the past 3 years, our non-GAAP operating margin has remained stable, and our operating cash flow reached around $600 million, giving us the flexibility to invest in AI, in product innovation, and shareholder returns. So we pay dividends, as you mentioned. And our capital allocation follows some key principles, mainly 2 key principles. First, driving business growth and staying competitive. AI is playing an increasingly important role in enhancing our product experience. As Gaofei mentioned in his remarks, in Weibo search, and we are actively expanding its applications in social and ad products. We remain committed to investing in AI while maintaining a disciplined financial approach to ensure our long-term stability and a profit margin that remains competitive within the industry. And second, enhancing shareholder returns. As you have seen from our announcement, our board approved the annual dividend policy, providing more predictable returns based on our financial performance and capital needs. And this reflects our commitment to delivering sustainable shareholder value while maintaining the flexibility to invest in long-term growth opportunities. And we are open to other methods, such as buyback. So going forward, we will continue to refine our capital allocation strategy, leverage AI to strengthen our product abilities, and create long-term value for our shareholders. Hope this answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now conclude the Q&A session, and I would like to hand back to Sandra Zhang for any closing remarks.
Thank you, operator, and thank you all for joining our conference call today. This wraps up our call. We'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's conference call. Thank you for participating. You may now disconnect.